Good morning, Yogesh sir. Very good morning, Rohit. Okay. Tejasri, good morning. Very good morning, everyone. So I hope everybody had downloaded their admit cards. अपने अपने admit cards download कर लिए होंगे. Okay. So first of all, I have to show you the United Nations website because the website is very, very, very important. Okay. So first of all, let me show you the United Nations website and what are the important points in the UN website. It will be helpful in your future examinations also. लेकिन हम वो सोच के नहीं चल रहे हैं. We are preparing for the NABARD. हम ये सोच रहे हैं कि यहीं पे हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, सिलेक्शन हो जाएगा. So all things will be sort out here. So what are the important things in the first of all UNO website, United Nations Organization website. I hope the website is visible of the United Nations. This website is helpful for your RBI examination also, for IBPS examination also. So in the future also, if you are appearing for the various examination, CSE Civil Services examination or any state level civil services examination you are appearing for. Very good morning, Kirtan. Good morning, Santosh, Monisha, Priyanka. So this is the website of United Nations. First of all, the theme is important of the United Nations, means the logo of the United Nations and its theme, that is peace, dignity and equality on a healthy planet. I hope screen is visible of the United Nations. So this is the old building of the United Nations Secretariat building that was left devastated after the Second World War, when the Second World War was there. And at the right, the Secretariat and the General Assembly in the 1990s that see a huge, remarkable renovation. Okay, so in the United Nations website, what all the things are important. So first of all, as World War II was about to end in the 1945. So World War II was about to end in 1945. Nations were in ruin and the world wanted peace. So the representative of 50 countries gathered at the United Nations conference in San Francisco, California. So first of all, yes, Monisha. Last 2.5 months and 3 months, you have to revise that. So the 50 countries, firstly, the representatives of 50 countries gathered in San Francisco and formed the United Nations Organization on 24th of October 1945. So basically in the 50 country, India was not there. And what all things are important in the UNO website, let me show you. Okay, first of all, 6 official language, all the 6 official language are mentioned above. ठीक, इसके अलावा what are the main bodies of the United Nations? Okay, so the 6 main bodies are there. You can find here the General Assembly, Security Council, ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, ICJ, International Court of Justice, and Secretariat. So all the 6 important main bodies of the United Nations, please go through once whenever you are free. जब भी जैसे लेटे हो थोड़ा रेस्ट कर रहे हो, so please go through the main bodies of the United Nations. Important points. What all are the important points? Like in the Security Council SC, the Security Council has 15 members. Okay, the Security Council has 15 members, 5 permanent members, and 10 non permanent members. So, who all are the permanent members, non permanent members that you can find here? Okay, so India is not a part of permanent membership of the Security Council. So, this point is important. So, main points are mentioned here in the United Nations website only. And regarding the Secretary General, so Antonio Guterres is the Secretary General of the United Nations. That he belongs to Portuguese. Now, you can find here the Nobel Peace Prize main point, like the United Nation, on which your United Nation welcome their Nobel Peace Prize. So in 2001, United Nations Organization won the Nobel Peace Prize. So here also in the right hand side in the home section. Okay. So in the history section only or in the home section, you can find the milestones in the UN history and you can find here the United Nations Nobel Peace Prizes. So when you click here on the United Nations Nobel Peace Prizes, that United Nations won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2001 for peace. Here you can find the United Nations Nobel laureates. So in 2020 World Food Program won the Nobel Prize. In 2013, Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. In 2007, IPCC. 2005, International Atomic Energy Agency won. So here all the United Nations Nobel laureates are mentioned. So it will be helpful in your future examination also. So the United Nations website is important. Main points are important, like how many main bodies. So main bodies are mentioned over here, who all are the member states when India entered United Nations. So on 30th October 1945, तो 24 अक्टूबर को तो बन गया था यूनाइटेड नेशन. ऑन 30th October इंडिया entered into the member countries of the United Nation. So in the about us section, about us, member countries, main bodies, secretary general, United Nations, UN Charter, and the Peace Prize. So in the About Us section only, you can find here the main points. So go through it whenever you are free. So it will be helpful for all your examinations. Right.
Show them how it's done. Show them how it's done. Show them how it's done.
SC category, the cutoff for the prelims examination was 37 approximately. For ST category, it was 30 marks. For OBC category, it was 42 marks. And for the EWS category, it was 33 marks. Okay. So it is the basic general stream. So if you are from the other streams, you can check from the NABARD website also. So in 2024 mains, we are not discussing about the mains right now. So this is the preliminary examinations cutoff, and in the 2021, okay. So in 2021 में the cutoff was 53 marks. So cutoff जो है वो धीरे धीरे क्या होता जा रहा है, गिरता जा रहा है. For the unreserved category, it was 53 marks. For the SC category, it was 44 marks. For the ST category, it was 41 marks. For the OBC, it was 45 marks. And for EWS, it was 31 marks. This was the prelim. ठीक है, तो preliminary examination में now. Coming to the particular section, means economic and social issues, or particular section, name of the test, particular section cutoff, if you have seen the last year trends. So in the reasoning, okay, so in the reasoning, test of reasoning में, the cutoff was for the category people, the cutoff was 3 marks in the reasoning section. So it will be of qualifying in nature. Okay. For the English language, it was 11 marks out of 30, na? 11 marks. For the computer knowledge, it was 3 marks from 20 marks. In quantitative aptitude, it was 5 marks. In decision making, out of 10, it was approximately 1.5 marks. And merit section comprises, and in the general awareness it was 3 marks. Economic and social issues mein it was 4.50 approximately, and in the agriculture and rural development it was 6.50. So the sectional cutoffs are not that much high. Yes, in English the sectional cutoff was high because the paper was easy that time. So you can see here ऑल दी क्वालिफाइंग सेक्शन, चलो ये पूछ रहे थे इन द प्रीवियस सेशन, लास्ट डे सेशन, कि कितना अप्रोक्सीमेटली हमें अटेम्प्ट करना होगा. सो बेसिकली आउट ऑफ 20 कम से कम आपको जो है 50% या 40% यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट. 50% और 40% यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट. अगर इंग्लिश की बात करें सो 50% और 40% सारे ही सब्जेक्ट्स में आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, अटेम्प्ट तो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. बट those topics which are making the merit, try to solve only the correct answer if you know. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा गेस वर्क मत करना लाइक इन ESI एंड इन ARD, बिकॉज सेक्शनल कट ऑफ बहुत ज्यादा नहीं जाएगा. टोटल ओवरऑल कट ऑफ की बात करें तो राइट, टोटल ओवरऑल कट ऑफ जो है वो ज्यादा है, लेकिन सेक्शनल कट ऑफ जो है उतना ज्यादा नहीं है. तो अगर टफ आएगा पेपर, so that will be tough for all the other candidates also. So you can see here that the general awareness part, ESI part and ARD part, that makes the merit section. ठीक है ना, तो ये वाले पार्ट क्या बनाएंगे, हमारे मेरिट सेक्शन बनाएंगे. रेस्ट ऑल द सेक्शंस आर ऑफ क्वालिफाइंग इन नेचर. ठीक, तो आराम से पेपर को करना, ट्राई टू सॉल्व द पेपर कामली. ठीक है, आराम से पेपर को करना, हैप-हज़ार्ड करके जो है क्या नहीं करना, गलत नहीं करना. और ऐसे सब्जेक्ट्स जो हमारे लिए मेरिट सेक्शन है, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा मेरिट सेक्शन पे अगर हम देखें तो क्वालिफाइंग मार्क्स बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है. ठीक है, तो और जिनका जो है if your quantitative aptitude or reasoning or English or decision making or computer knowledge, any subject is weak, try to at least do 30% questions so that you can easily qualify it. So qualifying in nature में reasoning, English and computer is there, and general awareness, ESI and ARD forms the merit section. Okay. Yes, टोटल मिलाकर जो कट ऑफ है फ्रॉम ऑल द सेक्शंस, मिलाकर सब में. ठीक है, मेंस के लिए उन्हीं को क्वालिफाई किया जाएगा, दैट विल बी क्वालिफाई इन द मेरिट सेक्शन सब्जेक्ट्स. ये तो टोटल मेंशन करके दिया गया है. मैम गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स कितने मार्क्स के आएंगी ESI और ARD में, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 20 to 25%. ठीक है, मतलब अगर हम बात करें फ्रॉम आउट ऑफ 40, सो आउट ऑफ 40 यू कैन से 8 to 9 questions will be there in ESI also from the government schemes and an ARD also from the government scheme. Yes, negative marking is there, 0.25 negative marking is there in negative marking सभी में. Dishri ma'am, the decision making questions will be easy, not that much tough. Okay, so you can easily find in Google or in YouTube some decision making questions. Decision making questions are not that much tough. ठीक है, बस थोड़ा लॉजिक से काम करना है, you have to do the logic. You can check the decision making questions from the YouTube. एक सेशन कहीं से भी आप जो है decision making का cover up कर लोगे तो it will be easier for you. I will try to find some of the links from the government websites, that government YouTube channels are also there where the decision making topics are taught by. So I will try to share it. प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स फाइनल कट ऑफ में ऐड होते हैं. प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स फाइनल कट ऑफ में ऐड होते हैं, मतलब फाइनल कट ऑफ में यू आर आस्किंग, देखो प्री क्वालिफाई करोगे देन द मेंस एग्जामिनेशन इज देयर ना, तो मेंस का तो अलग ही एग्जामिनेशन है, तो उससे प्री का कोई भी क्या नहीं है, उससे प्री का कोई भी लेना देना नहीं है. बिकॉज इन द मेंस एग्जामिनेशन there is paper 1 of general English, that is of descriptive paper, and paper 2 is of ESI, and then the interview part is there. मिस्टीरियस सोनू, ये मतलब है कि आपको इन सेक्शन में रीजनिंग, इंग्लिश, कंप्यूटर नॉलेज, क्वांट और डिसीजन मेकिंग में जो मिनिमम क्वालिफाइंग मार्क्स रहेंगे, जितना भी निकल के आएंगे मिनिमम क्वालिफाइंग मार्क्स बस क्वालिफाई करने. मतलब अगर डिसीजन मेकिंग में 1.5 गया क्वालिफाइंग मार्क्स, अगर आपको 0 मार्क्स मिल गए, ठीक है ना, तो आप क्वालिफाई हो ही नहीं सकते, तो वो क्वालिफाइंग ही नेचर है, पहले उन्हें क्वालिफाई करना पड़ेगा आपको। फिर जो है जनरल अवेयरनेस, ईएसआई, एआरडी का क्वालिफाइंग, ठीक है, फिर प्लस उसमें जितना आपको एक्स्ट्रा मार्क्स मिलेंगे, ये तीनों मिलाकर आपका जो है टोटल कट ऑफ बनाएंगे। सिर्फ मेरिट पर जो है, मेरिट सेक्शन पर साफ साफ मेंशन्ड है, शॉर्टलिस्टिंग ऑफ द कैंडिडेट फॉर द मेंस एग्जामिनेशन विल बी बेस्ड ऑन द मार्क्स स्कोर्ड इन द मेरिट सेक्शन ओनली ना आकाश सर, मेरिट सेक्शन ओनली में तो साफ साफ मेंशन है। तो मेरिट सेक्शन में आपको जितने भी मार्क्स मिलेंगे, ठीक है ना। Yes, for the phase 2, I thought there will be another training session is also there for the phase 2. फेज 2 के लिए दूसरा ट्रेनिंग सेशन है, बिकॉज इन दैट द डिस्क्रिप्टिव पार्ट विल बी देयर। ओके, आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग विद द क्वेश्चन। अब जितने भी क्वेश्चंस जो है हम करने वाले हैं आज, आप काउंट करते जाना कि कितने आपके गलत हो रहे हैं और कितने आपके सही हो रहे हैं, ठीक है। ट्राई टू काउंट इट दैट हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग करेक्टली, और गेस वर्क नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है ना, बहुत ज्यादा गेस वर्क नहीं करेंगे। हाँ, थोड़ा 10 to 15% इफ यू आर हैविंग डाउट देन यू कैन गो विद द गेस वर्क, लेकिन अगर बिल्कुल ही नहीं पता है तो बिल्कुल गेस वर्क जो है हम नहीं करेंगे। आई थॉट ये अवेलेबल रहेंगे ट्विंकल मैम, द लिंक विल बी एक्टिव। रजत सर, अप्रोक्सीमेटली इतना ही रहता है, ठीक है, इतने ही जो है कट ऑफ मार्क्स रहते हैं अप्रोक्सीमेटली। क्वांट एंड रीजनिंग, रीजनिंग और क्वांट में अप्रोक्सीमेटली इतना ही रहता है, ठीक है। कभी अब फिर उसके पहले का ट्रेंड देखेंगे, इन 2021 का ट्रेंड देखेंगे, सो द मार्क्स वाज हाई, सो अप्रोक्सीमेटली 5 to 6 मार्क्स हम लेके चलते ही चलते हैं, ठीक है ना। तो 5 to 6 मार्क्स तो हम लेके चलेंगे ही चलेंगे। रिगार्डिंग व्हाट सीट रोस्टर, आई एम अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, okay, so let's move on to the first question. So we are moving to the question part. Try to solve the question correctly. ठीक है, आराम से टाइम लेके करो, बिकॉज द टाइम यू कैन सी हियर इज ऑफ द कंपोजिट टाइम, ठीक है। तो आराम से जो है आप टाइम लेके सॉल्व कर सकते हो क्वेश्चन का, बिकॉज देयर वाज अ कंसेप्ट ऑफ कंपोजिट टाइम। सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन, which statement is or are correct regarding the neo banking? नियो बैंकिंग के संबंध में कौन सा कथन सही है? Which statement is or are correct regarding neo banking? So neo banking was the news recently. First option is these are only available online. Second option is neo banks are also known as fintech companies. Third option, under neo banking the customer gets all the banking facilities over the phone. Fourth, 100% digital banks are not allowed in India. All the above statements are correct. So we have discussed some of the important banking, that is shadow banking, overseas banking, offshore banking, narrow banking, universal banking, differentiated banks, what are there, niche banks, what are there. Now the question is from neo banking. राइट योगेश सर, मिस्टीरियस योगेश सर ने आंसर दे दिया। वो फॉर्म फिलिंग के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व बेसिस रहता है। ऑल ऑफ दी अबाउ। यस राहुल सर। No, from all the sections they have mentioned the cutoff, but for the qualifying in the mains examination, only the merit section subjects are taken into consideration. So this is the cutoff from combining all the sections. All of the above. Fourth, हाँ तो अब क्या करें, उस दिन और एक भी कोई एग्जाम है आई थॉट, आईएफएससीए भी है, नाबार्ड एक और एग्जामिनेशन है फर्स्ट को, ठीक है, जो सेंटर मिला इट्स ओके, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकते। कौन सा सही होगा? आउट ऑफ 168 ओनली 4 or 5 people are attempting. Right. Regarding the neo-banking, all the above statements are correct. Very good. Neo-banking is available online. Neo-banks are also known as the financial technology companies. Under neo-banking, the customer gets all the banking facilities over the phone. So these are only available online. And RBI not allowed 100% neo-banking in India. So 100% digital banks are not allowed in India. So RBI didn't give permission for 100% digital banks in India. But there is concept of neo banking in other countries. Next question. On which date was Kargil Vijay Divas celebrated in the year 2024? So one or two question will definitely be there from the date. On which date was Kargil Vijay Divas celebrated in the year 2024? So frankly speaking, last 2.5 or 3 months current affairs are more important. If you are preparing earlier also, so 6 months current affair you will be reading that you can revise. But if you are new or not reading any current affairs or involved in any other activity, like if you are already in the working profile, so it will be not possible for you to read daily current affairs. So try to cover at least 2.5 months or 3 months current affairs. At least you can revise it from any source. 26th July, Vinod Raja is saying 4. 26th of July, Brother Singh is saying 3rd, that is 25th of July, 4. 26th of July, very good. So Kargil Vijay Divas was celebrated in the year 2024. Answer देखते जाना कि how many questions you are marking, answers you are marking correctly and कितने आपके wrong हो रहे हैं. Next, moving on to the next question. Sir, please ping me in the Telegram. Okay, please ping me in the Telegram so that I can provide you the earlier PDFs also. Okay, right, 26th of July. Next, what is the full form of IBBI? Income Tax and Bankruptcy Board of India, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Bench of India, Insolvency and Bank Board of India, Incumbency and Bankruptcy Board of India, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. One question will definitely be there from the abbreviation, reminding you if you are attempting abbreviation question in any of the examination, in your future examination also, please try to read the options at least 3 times. 3 बार ऑप्शंस को प्लीज रीड करके ही एब्रीवेशंस वाले क्वेश्चन को अटेम्प्ट करने की कोशिश करना, अगर आपको थोड़ा बहुत पता है तो. Saisha is saying 5th, Akash is saying 3rd, फर्स्ट भी आ रहा है, 5th भी आ रहा है. अजरुद्दीन, ओके, थैंक यू सो मच. आई फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग कि इन 6 days में जो है कवर अप करा पाना डिफिकल्ट है, बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट है. बट आई विल ट्राई टू शेयर विथ यू ऑल व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग्स यू हैव टू स्टडी दैट विल बी बेनिफिशियल इन और योर फ्यूचर एग्जामिनेशन ऑल्सो. ठीक है ना? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि सब हम सिर्फ इसी को टारगेट कर रहे हैं. हाँ, नाबार्ड को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, राइट, लेकिन आपके बाकी एग्जामिनेशन में और आगे के लिए भी आपको पढ़ने के काम आए वो सारी चीजें मैंने शेयर करने की कोशिश की है. 5th वाला आंसर वेरी गुड, 5th इज द करेक्ट आंसर, राइट. प्रियंका, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following countries' capital is Hanoi and the currency is dong? One question will definitely be there from one capital or currency. किस देश की राजधानी हनोई है and currency is dong? Which of the following countries' capital is Hanoi and currency is dong? Vietnam, Philippines, Cambodia, Nigeria and Mexico. Namrata, I will share. Yes, I know the link of the YouTube is not available, so I will share the link after this session only. Na, yesterday's link. जल्दी बताओ. वेरी गुड. द आंसर इज वियतनाम. ये तो कॉमन सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है, ये तो सबको बन जाएगा. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. वियतनाम कैपिटल इज हनोई एंड करेंसी इज रॉन्ग. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. इफ द मनी इज बोरोड फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ मोर देन 14 days, इट इज नोन एज व्हाट? देखते जाना कितने गलत हो रहे हैं और कितने सही हो रहे हैं, एक जगह लिखते जाना. If the money is borrowed for a period of more than 14 days, then it is known as what? Term money, notice money, call money, fixed money, or none of the above. Fastly. If the money is borrowed for a period of more than 14 days, it is known as what? Term money, notice money, call money, fixed money, or none of the above. Ashish sir is saying third, that is call money for more than 14 days. Paneshwari is saying first, that is term money. Rajat sir is saying first. Mysterious Sonu is saying first. Priyanka ma'am is saying again third, call money. Akash is saying third. Second भी बोल रहे हैं, notice money. Very good. It is term money. Very good. It is term money. ठीक है. For 1 day, it is called as call money. For 1 to 14 days, means 2 to 14 days, it is known as notice money. And for more than 14 days from 15 days onward, it is known as term money. So who is the regulator of money market in India? Please reply in the comment section. Who is the regulator of money market in India? Who is the regulator of money market in India? Right, call money for 1 day. Next. Who is the present governor of Meghalaya? मेघालय के वर्तमान गवर्नर कौन है? One question will definitely be there either from the cabinet minister, from the governor, from the lieutenant governor, or from the chief minister. So try to cover it once from the india.gov.in website below, that is cabinet ministers. Who is the present governor of Meghalaya? Very good. RBI is the regulator of money market in India. SEBI is the regulator of capital market in India. Plus SEBI is the regulator of forward market also. That is FMC forward market also. Commodity market, which you can say. So SEBI is the regulator of capital market plus commodity market, and RBI is the regulator of money market in India. Okay, fourth. Dakshita is saying fourth. Ashujit Pallu is saying, Vinoj is saying, Vinoj Raja is saying fourth, CS Vijay Shankar. Vipin sir is saying second, Banwari Lal Purohit. Vipin sir, Aram se. Who is the present governor of Meghalaya? One question will be there from either from the governor, from the chief minister, from lieutenant governor, or the chief, like the armed forces chief. Very good. Answer is fourth. CH Vijay Shankar is the present governor of Meghalaya. Next, who has been appointed as the new chairman of State Bank of India? So it is economy part. So one question will be there from the banking chairman or its headquarter. भारतीय स्टेट बैंक के नए अध्यक्ष के रूप में किसे नियुक्त किया गया है? Who has been appointed as the new chairman of the State Bank of India, replacing दिनेश कुमार खारा जी? रिप्लेस किया उन्होंने दिनेश कुमार खारा जी को, who is the new chairman of State Bank of India. Rohit sir is saying first. Priyansh is saying second. Ajay Kumar is saying first. Valo King network issue होगा कुछ. वियतनाम वाला क्वेश्चन हमने सबसे 2-3 पहले किया था अभी. Fourth, Rajneesh Kumar, who is the new chairman of the State Bank of India. Very good. He replaced Dinesh Kumar Kharaji. Right. Challa Srinivaslu Setti is the new chairman of State Bank of India. Very good. First option. Right. Next question. How many medals were won by India in Paris Olympics 2024? How many medals were won by India at the Paris Olympics 2024? 5, 6, 7, 9. ये सबका सही होना चाहिए प्लीज ना. V Bhushan is saying fourth. इतनी बार fourth. Rajat sir is saying second. Rohit sir is saying first. Priyansh is saying sixth, means second option. Satya is saying second. Horse is saying second. Mysterious Sonu is saying fourth. Yes, first. I just checked. Okay, Naren sir. Six medals. Right. Very good. How many medals? Right. Those who are giving six answer or second answer, very good. 6 medals won by India at the Paris Olympics 2024. Which country topped the list? Please reply in the comment section. Which country topped the list at the medal tally? Which country topped the list at the medal tally? Right. So Neeraj Chopra.
Show them how it's done. Show them how it's done. Show them how it's done.
Decathlon, 60 plus sports, 6,000 plus products. Decathlon. Visit the store or download the app.
Technical and economic cooperation. Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, and BIMSTEC is a regional organization like SARC. But in the SARC, Maldives is there. We have discussed about the member countries, but in BIMSTEC, Myanmar is also there. Rest, India, Bhutan, Thailand are all the members of BIMSTEC. So the fourth annual BIMSTEC Security Chiefs meeting held at which country? So National Security Advisor from our country attended the meeting. Very good. So the answer is Nepal का option का है. Right, none of the above. You are saying the fourth BIMSTEC annual meeting was held in Myanmar. Very good. Meher, very good. Myanmar. The fourth annual BIMSTEC Security Chiefs meeting is held at Myanmar. So I will share after this session this class PDF also and some important organization PDF also with the regional organization. Right, it was Myanmar. Next, which city was recognized as India's first UNESCO City of Literature in 2024? Which city was recognized in India as India's first UNESCO City of Literature in 2024? Mumbai, Kolkata, Kozhikode, Delhi, or none of the above? So 188 candidates are connected with us. At least 50% candidates have to mark this answer right. You can apply some logic also. As the UNESCO City of Literature, Kamala is saying second, that is Kolkata. City of Literature. E कह रहे हैं, थर्ड वाला कह रहे हैं. थोड़ा अप्लाई करो, थोड़ा लॉजिक भी अप्लाई किया करो. कुछ क्वेश्चंस में थोड़ा लॉजिक अप्लाई करना भी जरूरी होता है. राइट, इट इज कोझिकोड. Kozhikode, where is Kozhikode? Kozhikode is in Kerala. So Kozhikode is recognized as India's first UNESCO City of Literature. My another question is, please reply in the comment section. Where is the headquarter of UNESCO? UNESCO का मुख्यालय कहाँ पर स्थित है? Where is the headquarter of UNESCO located? Yeah, right, Shrishti, but they are talking about the security chiefs. Okay. Normal meeting or fifth meeting was in Nepal only, but they are talking about the securities meeting. So it is Myanmar. Right, City of Music, City of Literature. UNESCO headquarter. UNESCO headquarter, United Nations Educational Scientific Cultural Organization. UNESCO headquarter, Paris, France or New York? Paris, France. Okay. And where is the headquarter of UNICEF then? United Nations International Children Education Fund. Then where is the headquarter of UNICEF? फूड वाली जितनी है ना प्रेम सर, उन सबका हेडक्वार्टर इज इन रोम. वर्ल्ड फूड प्रोग्राम, फूड एंड एग्रीकल्चर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ये सब लोकेटेड है कहाँ पर? रोम, इटली में. देन वेयर इज द हेडक्वार्टर ऑफ यूनिसेफ? इफ यूनेस्को हेडक्वार्टर इज इन पेरिस, फ्रांस, वेयर इज द हेडक्वार्टर ऑफ यूनिसेफ? जेनेवा में. यूनिसेफ हेडक्वार्टर इज इन जेनेवा, न्यूयॉर्क में. My name, that is Chandni, right? New York. Okay. Ashini Priyanka, ma'am, right. Next. Which of the following correctly defines the term monopsony? This is economy question. Which of the following term correctly defines the term monopsony? What do you mean by monopsony? So regarding market industry types, a single enterprise is being supplier of a particular commodity or service, an industry being dominated by a small group of large suppliers, an industry being dominated by a small group of buyers, a single buyer substantially controlling the market. What do you mean by the term monopsony? Please read the option carefully. If you are having a composer time, you are having enough time. Praveen is saying first. Pawan sir is saying B, that is single buyer. First कह रहे हैं. Amrit is saying single buyer, that is fourth option. Vinod is saying fourth. Vashum is saying fourth. Deborah is saying fourth. Mohit sir is saying first. Karumida Akash is saying fourth. Yogesh sir is saying fourth. Milind, Mohit, fourth. Amrit, Priyanka, all are saying fourth. Right. Monopsony is a term which represents a single buyer that is substantially controlling the market. Very good. That is single buyer that controls the market. So monopsony is a market condition in which there is only one buyer, the monopsonist. It is a market structure in which single buyer controls the market as the major purchases of goods and services offered by many would-be sellers, but buyer is single. Oligopoly is a market structure in which few firms dominate. When a market is shared between a few firms, it is said to be highly concentrated market, oligopoly. Monopoly means single firm and oligopoly means many firms. So monopoly होना मतलब कोई substitute ना होना, no close substitute is there, then it is monopoly. Any example of monopsony? Any brand you know in which a single buyer substantially controls the market? Any example of monopsony? राइट मोनोपोली होना मतलब एकाधिकार होना, कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं होना. मोनो मीन्स वन. नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग रिसोर्सेज फॉल अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ कैपिटल गुड्स? कौन से कैपिटल गुड्स कहे जाते हैं? विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग रिसोर्सेज फॉल्स अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ कैपिटल गुड्स, जिन्हें कैपिटल गुड्स कहा जाता है? राइट, ओलिगो मीन्स स्मॉल ग्रुप. राइट हो गया, जियो हो गया. वेरी गुड. राइट. Which of the following resources fall under the category of capital goods? रेलवे हो गया. राइट मिशा मैम. इंडियन आर्मी हो गई, व्हीकल्स हो गए, इंडियन रेलवेज हो गया, मोनोपोली है. ऑल ऑफ दी अबव कैपिटल गुड्स. आराम से कैपिटल गुड्स किन्हें कहा जाता है? राइट, अमेजॉन हो गया, जियो हो गया. फर्स्ट इज द आंसर. सिलेक्ट द करेक्ट आंसर यूजिंग द कोड गिवन बिलो. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग कम्स अंडर द कैपिटल गुड्स? किसी भी कंपनी के कैपिटल गुड्स कौन से होंगे? कंट्री का कैपिटल क्या होता है? कैपिटल क्या होते हैं? जैसे ब्रिजेस बनाना, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो गया. सेकंड होगा कैपिटल गुड्स क्या होंगे? ऑल. What are the factors of production? So there are 4 factors of production for any company. What? Land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. Land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. These are the 4 factors of production. Right, very good. First and second is the correct answer. Buildings and machinery only comes under the category of capital goods, not the labor. Labor is a part of the factors of production. Okay. Now, which of the following statement correctly define the term gig worker? Which of the following statements correctly defines the term gig worker? Gig economy we have discussed. What is correct statement regarding the gig worker? Workers outside the traditional employer-employee relationship, labor working without appropriate remuneration, an employee with written contract for a fixed period, workers not covered by the social security scheme of the government. Aram se. Rohit sir is saying first. Naren sir is saying first. Piyush is saying first. Rachel is saying first. Pawan sir कह रहे हैं first. Ajay sir, Yogesh sir, Milind sir is saying fourth. Pallu is saying second. कोई बताओ मुझे what is gig worker? Right, it is a freelance absolute entity. Very good. So workers outside the traditional employee-employee relationship like the freelancers, these are known as the गिग वर्कर्स। ठीक, तो ये सोशल इश्यूज का क्वेश्चन है. दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ सोशल इशू. राइट, राइट योगेश सर. नेक्स्ट, which of the following institution publishes the financial stability report in India? Which of the following institution publishes the financial stability report in India 6 monthly report? Which of the following institution publishes FSR in India? RBI, SEBI, CCI, Competition Commission of India और नीति आयोग. प्लीज मार्क द आंसर करेक्टली. गलत नहीं होना चाहिए किसी का. वेरी गुड वैलो किंग. Rohit sir, very good. Rajat sir, right. So RBI publishes the financial stability report in India, and FSR report globally is issued by international FSR report is issued by whom? IMF. So international FSR report, right, is issued by IMF, that is International Monetary Fund. Consider the following statements regarding the non-scheduled bank. Select the correct answer using the code. So which of the following statements are correct regarding the non-scheduled banks in India? So they are subject to cash reserve requirement. They are not entitled to borrow from RBI from normal banking purposes. Select the correct statement regarding non-scheduled banks. आराम से पढ़ना. फोर्थ कह रहे हैं, सेकेंड कह रहे हैं, फर्स्ट कह रहे हैं. अच्छा, नॉन शेड्यूल बैंक दे आर सब्जेक्ट टू कैश रिजर्व रिक्वायरमेंट. नॉट एट ऑल नेसेसरी कि उन्हें सीआरआर मेंटेन करना ही होता है. सो नॉट एट ऑल नेसेसरी. Okay, so they are not entitled to borrow from RBI for normal banking purposes. Option 2, only 2 is correct. Select the correct answer. They are subject to cash reserve requirement. ठीक है, उन्हें सीआरआर रखना ही, ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है. दे आर सब्जेक्ट टू कैश रिजर्व रिक्वायरमेंट. उन्हें सीआरआर रखना है, ये जरूरी नहीं है. तो फर्स्ट वाला ऑप्शन तो क्या है? गलत है. दे आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू बोरो फ्रॉम दी आरबीआई फ्रॉम दी नॉर्मल बैंकिंग पर्पज. ये भी स्टेटमेंट जो है वो क्या है? दे आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू बोरो फ्रॉम आरबीआई. अगर उन्हें बोरो करना होता है कि नहीं करना होता आरबीआई से, कौन कौन सा स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट है? दे आर एंटाइटल्ड टू बोरो फ्रॉम दी आरबीआई और नॉट. दे कैन बोरो फ्रॉम दी आरबीआई. ओके, सो दे आर नॉट एंटाइटल्ड टू बोरो. ये कह रहा है कि उन्हें बोरो नहीं करना होता आरबीआई से. तो क्या हो जाएगा? कौन सा स्टेटमेंट सही है? दूसरा स्टेटमेंट सही है क्या? दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है. दक्षता इज सेइंग बोथ द स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. उन्हें सीआरआर रखना है, ये स्टेटमेंट जो है वो गलत है. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट वाला तो गलत है. ये जो है बोरो कर सकते हैं आरबीआई से, तो सेकंड वाला स्टेटमेंट भी क्या हो गया? गलत. तो राइट, फोर्थ ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट, दैट इज नन ऑफ दी अबव. ठीक है, तो नॉन शेड्यूल बैंक्स ऐसे बैंक्स दैट आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व्ड इन दी आरबीआई 1934 सेकंड लिस्ट. सो दे आर नॉट मैंडेटरी फॉर देम टू सब्जेक्ट फॉर द कैश रिजर्व रिक्वायरमेंट एंड दे कैन बोरो फ्रॉम दी आरबीआई फॉर नॉर्मल बैंकिंग पर्पसेस. ऐसा नहीं है कि उन्हें आरबीआई पैसा नहीं देगा. दे कैन बोरो फ्रॉम दी आरबीआई. ओके, सो नन ऑफ दी अबाउट. राइट. Who is the author of the book titled Modi's Governance Stream Reshaping India's Path to Prosperity? One question will be there from the books and author part, either in general awareness or in ESI. Who is the author of the book titled Modi's Governance Stream Reshaping India's Path to Prosperity? Vishal Pandey, Bhavi Mehta, Subbara, Tarun Chugh या S. Raman? Right, Valuking. So they are not entitled, ऐसा नहीं होगा. They can be entitled. So both the statements are wrong. Who is the author of the book titled Modi's Governance Stream Reshaping India's Path to Prosperity? जल्दी बताओ आंसर. Fast. Pallu is saying third. Anyone? Priyansh is saying second. Milind sir is saying fourth. Rohit sir is saying fourth. Sasha is saying fourth. Piyush sir, Rajat sir, Meher, Tarun Chugh. Very good. So the author of the book Modi's Governance Trip Reshaping India's Path to Prosperity is Tarun Chugh. Very good. Next. Which bank has recently launched the Antah Drishti Braille debit card for visually impaired customers? अगस्त की ही न्यूज का ये क्वेश्चन है. Which bank has recently launched the Antah Drishti Braille debit card for visually impaired customers? Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, HDFC Bank, Bank of Baroda or Punjab National Bank? Antah Drishti Braille debit card for visually impaired customers. Question is important. Rohit sir saying fifth, right, PNB. Naren sir is saying fourth, Bank of Baroda. Shrishti ma'am is saying fifth. Priyansh is saying fifth. Pallu is saying fourth, Bank of Baroda. Gamala is saying fourth. I am only covering the August news current affairs. So कम से कम वो तो पढ़ा ही होगा. Harshini is saying PNB. Shweta is saying PNB. Very good. The correct answer is Arun sir. Right. PNB, Punjab National Bank. Where is the headquarter of Punjab National Bank located? Where is the headquarter of Punjab National Bank located? Where is the headquarter of PNB located? Please reply in the comment section. So Punjab National Bank was the first bank which was formally developed purely from the Indian capital. So Punjab National Bank, where is the headquarter of Punjab National Bank located? पंजाब नेशनल बैंक का मुख्यालय बताओ जल्दी से कमेंट सेक्शन में. Who has recently taken charge as the Director General of ESIC, that is Employee State Insurance Corporation? ESIC, Employee State Insurance Corporation. Who has been recently taken as the charge of Director General of ESIC, Employee State Insurance Corporation? Very good. Headquarter is in New Delhi, not Mumbai. Headquarter is in New Delhi. पंजाब नेशनल बैंक का मुख्यालय कहां पर है? न्यू दिल्ली में. वेरी गुड. Who has been recently taken as the charge as the new Director General of ESIC, that is Employee State Insurance Corporation? जल्दी से आंसर करो. Employee State Insurance Corporation. Very good. Ashok Kumar Singh. Ashok Kumar Singh is the new Director General of ESIC. ESIC was established in 1952. Headquarters is in New Delhi. Right. Ashok Kumar Singh. Headquarters is in New Delhi and established in 1952. Okay. So, let me show you some of the important websites. First, United Nations website is important. Okay. Next, important website is what? Next important website is of PIB. Please go through PIB website at least 2 to 2.5 months current affairs. Next, india.gov.in website is very, very, very important. So in the india.gov.in websites, in the below part, you can find there the cabinet ministers. Please go through the cabinet ministers, governor, lieutenant governors, and in that spotlight option, you can find the important schemes. Okay, so after this session, I will be sharing the PDF of this session, plus I will be sharing the important dates link. So please go through that important date links of the United Nations. Plus, after this session, I am sharing the PDF of what we have discussed. that the UNO and its specialized agencies and some regional organizations. Okay, so regional organizations also. So in the next session, in the ARD session, we will be discussing around 50 questions regarding agriculture, rural development, and social issues and schemes of the government. So in the ARD section of 115, हम बहुत तेजी से काम करेंगे, ठीक है ना? तो वहां पे आंसर थोड़े क्या करोगे, फास्ट करोगे. इन दिस सेशन वी हैव ओनली कवर्ड अराउंड 20 क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि इससे ज्यादा इस सेशन में कवर नहीं कर पाते, ठीक है ना? एनुअल रिपोर्ट का जिस्ट जो है वो मैं शेयर कर दूंगी, डोंट वरी फॉर दैट. द एनुअल रिपोर्ट जिस्ट जो मेन रिपोर्ट के पार्ट थे दैट वी हैव कवर्ड, एंड वी हैव कवर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आल्सो. Okay, so thank you for this session. We will be meeting at 1:15 p.m. Okay, thank you so much to all of you. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.